Hey everybody, thanks for watching The Great Green Room. My name is Julia. Today we're going to be looking at Three Little Monkeys, written by Quentin Blake and illustrated by Emma Chichester Clark. Quentin Blake is primarily known as an illustrator. You probably heard his name as the illustrator of all the Roald Dahl books. That was him. He's also written and illustrated his own books. I believe this is the first book he's ever just written without also illustrating. Emma Chichester Clark, the illustrator, was his student in art school, and I think that might contribute to the charm of this book. There is no part of this book that isn't charming, but first things first. Three Little Monkeys is the story of Hilda Snibs, a sweet and caring, but kind of absent-minded pet owner. She has three monkeys named Tim and Sam and Lulu. Every day when Hilda goes out to run errands, Tim and Sam and Lulu get bored and trash the house. One day they destroy her coat closet and everything in it. The next day, they go for her living room, then the kitchen, and finally the bathroom. And Hilda gets progressively more upset with every passing day, finally tearing her hair and crying, "Oh, for a peaceful life without these wicked little monkeys." The next day when Hilda comes home from her errands, she doesn't find the monkeys. She doesn't find anything out of place. She can only conclude that her monkeys have run away, and she sobs desperately into a handkerchief, soaking it through. And when she goes to get a new handkerchief, there are her three naughty little monkeys, Tim and Sam and Lulu, sitting nicely in the linen closet. And she's so happy to see them again that she doesn't even mind when she gets into bed that night and finds all the forks and knives and spoons, and 3 cans of sardines and tomato sauce in her bed, because that is the sort of thing you have to expect if you have 3 little monkeys. This story is sweet, it's subtly funny, it's a little bit weird. It's just the right amount of weird. The illustrations by Emma Chichester Clark complement it very well. The palette is soft but also bright. I also really like her decision to set the book in Paris. There's no reason why she had to do that. It's not specifically a book about French people. Hilda Snibs is certainly not a French name, and neither is Tim and Sam and Lulu, really. Maybe it's something about the fact that she decided to set it in a concrete place rather than just indistinct somewhere, but it works really well. It works really well with the book. There are lots of little things, lots and lots of detail, little silly things like Hilda's outfits and hats. Nothing is too crowded, but she manages to pack a lot of stuff in at the same time. This shows up twice. This is actually a picture of Quentin Blake, the writer. The fact that she appears to use real newspapers, and this black and white double page spread, all these little details, they really, really add up. Everything about this works really well together. I really enjoyed this, and I didn't stop enjoying it even as I was reading it over and over to my kids. And that's really rare. Usually even amusing and charming books get old after a while. I didn't find that this got old at all. I'm going to give Three Little Monkeys by Quentin Blake and Emma Chichester Clark a 5 out of 5. I encourage you to check it out. Thanks for watching The Great Green Room. Don't forget to like and subscribe. As always, I want to hear about your favorite kids' books, things you've read that you liked, that you didn't like. Thanks a lot.